3, 2, 1.
今夜もミュージック君へのラッキー笑い合って抱き合って幸せにほらなれるように
Craftsdwarf, why is your server the BTS appreciation server? I didn't ask that
BTS?
in all seriousness. What?
Fake
All
time show? What?
Fake a love. Fake a love.
right, you know what? I can't even. I give up.
What is it?
I give up. No, I give up.
I liked it better when it was Magia record vacation destination.
Annyeonghaseyo, everybody. Welcome back to the BTS podcast. Annyeonghaseyo. I can't even fucking say that shit.
I would never be part of a BTS podcast. How dare you?
Okay, okay, this is gonna be kind of cringe, but I did actually. My sister's into K-pop, and then I listened to all the actual artists, and then by the end of it, I was like, huh, the only ones I think are kind of good are BTS, unironically.
Can't believe what's a BTS stan.
I can't believe it either.
Well, see, I think it's interesting because just to get into this tangent really quickly, K-pop is really interesting, especially for the female K-pop artists, because porn is banned in South Korea. So the female K-pop stuff is super overtly sexual.
No, it's super
because
horny.
that's supposed to, because it's supposed to replace porn, and that's so funny to me.
It's kind of goated,
especially because everyone in South Korea is super plastic, because if you ever look into their culture, plastic surgery isn't looked at the same way it is here. It's if you have something wrong with you, just get aesthetically, just get plastic surgery and fix it. They don't look down on plastic surgery, so everyone's just half plastic. Right? So everyone's these super idealized versions of beauty.
They're cyborgs.
Right, and then also basically just doing porn on stage. It's super weird.
It's kind of hot,
super
though.
fucking weird.
Kind of hot, though. I support it.
Shut up. Stop being a K-pop stan.
Yeah, we'll get to K-pop again when we talk about Tower of God. But, hey guys, welcome back.
Are you gonna bitch about the fucking OP
Club.
for the 4th episode in the row when it hasn't changed at all? Holy shit.
I'm not going to. It was a segue because I wanted to get out of this tangent, you dumb old man. I'm going to shove you in an old folks home and blast nothing but
This
Luna.
is already my favorite episode of the Weeb Club, and we're half a second in.
We're actually 2 minutes in, but
And
yeah.
we're 90 milliseconds in.
Yeah, the Sora no Toshimoto episode came up, and I've realized while editing it that we have just lost our minds. We said aha, the new season started. We'll be back, and then no,
Yeah.
nothing's changed.
But everything was good this week, and I didn't watch Tower of God because I refused to kill myself. I did watch Tower of God.
You
but I wanted
refuse to
say
kill
it.
yourself. You refuse. To kill yourself.
I'm reading because I'm reading Tower of God right now as well. I can just block out all thoughts of the anime and just think about the webtoon that I'm reading. It's yeah.
But,
I don't have to think about it.
Craftsdwarf.
Me,
Come over for a
Craftsdwarf.
second. Come over to this side of the room.
Okay, let's go.
This guy didn't do the watching required for the podcast.
I literally did watch it.
He just said he didn't though. Why is he? Why are you over here?
said-
We're having a conversation
oh my
over
God,
here.
you're
I mean,
so
neither did I.
stupid.
I mean, what?
Oh. So now we're back here. We got some
Craftsdwarf,
comments
hold on, because I actually watched Tower of God.
See, no,
What did you
that
not
was one.
watch?
No, I watched all of it. It's
was a bit,
more
Vindy.
well, if anything, I should be mad about the required watching because we were supposed to record something different tonight, but y'all suck.
Okay, well, someone did finish Fire Force, so you can't complain.
I don't have a response for that.
You got it. He got his ass. Damn shit. Well, anyway. Oh, by the way, when we get to the Reddit, there's some fire shit on the Reddit. But
There
Oh,
was
the Reddit's
funny
miles
fucking
better
shit.
than the YouTube comments this time.
Dude,
I'm looking at the
comments
comments and I'm
sucked
disappointed.
this week.
The only one I even want to point out on the is on the seasonal is Rafa Racine's, where he's mentioned how many clips he actually has. He has 272, and he's been posting more. So this is in between. I forget how many he had last time, but he's posted some and then added a bunch more. So now he has even more than he has last. He's going to the BSA. What is that Weeb Club now for clips?
yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it was really confusing when he posted that.
I have two comments. Well, 3 comments, but 2 from the seasonals. 2 comments.
I think I know what one of them is because it's really
The
fucking
first
funny.
one is from Apocrypha, who did our job for us
I
and
forgot.
gave the timestamps.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to say thank you to Apocrypha for doing the timestamps for us.
Man, we might as well
check
hire
your
him on
PayPal.
as a new Weeb Club
Right.
member. Jesus
Check
Christ.
your PayPal. And then
Check your
the
PayPal,
second
realize
one-
it's empty.
the second is from Ryan Thomas that says,
Yes.
A brown riot's average lifespan is 2 years. Vindy made his YouTube channel in 2010, so he should have died 8 years ago. This leads to the theory that the real Vindy died in 2012, and the Vindy appearing in this episode is in fact an imposter. And I love Dan's reply where he says, why use the brown lifespan? We're talking about Vindy, not none.
God, that was a fire comment, though. That was fire. Jesus. Hannah Lore comments, Chloe is hotter than Ilya. So, you know. You know, some people in our comments are getting arrested because I don't know why he would say such a thing.
You're the one who talks about how hot you find Ilya all the time.
I
so
never
shut up.
I never do that.
You literally do it
I don't
every 30 seconds.
I'm gonna.
I don't think I've ever had an extended conversation with you where you don't bring up how yummy you find Ilya.
I've never said that, and you have no proof.
I'm pretty sure you said it on the Weeb Club.
I've never said it. Raphael Racine is gonna probably post one tomorrow, like after this is recorded, right? He's gonna expose me like in front of everybody, but I never said it. I'm so tired, man. Oh.
What, you've been tired for the last, 22 years?
Yes. And your point? However, the Heavens Lost Property, aka Sorano Toshimono, aka Kino Weeb Club episode has some pretty good comments as well.
Yeah, I like this one from Ryan Thomas. When's the next episode of Seraphic Blue?
I don't know.
Right now.
Right
Interesting
now.
thing, actually. I was talking to Craftsdwarf when we were streaming Halo the other day, and there were 3 or 4 people that were like, I hate Seraphic Blue. It's the worst thing on the Weeb Club channel.
I agree.
Which I thought was interesting.
High five, viewers.
But, well, that brings up something that I think what I was talking to you about, that we want to do more types of content on the Weeb Club. So if you guys have ideas for things you want to see us do, because we started doing the EWBs and that's something different. We have the podcasts, but if there's something kind of different you would like to see that we do as extracurriculars, let us know, and we can think about doing them. So put those in the comments.
Because Seraphic Blue is hell. Let's be honest with ourselves.
I only enjoyed myself because I was high out of my mind on NyQuil, so that's not happening again.
So
I enjoyed myself because I get to see you lose your fucking minds. That's amazing.
So here's something. Raphael Racine comments, what might be the most single unfunny being in existence. Good episode. So here's the thing. Our boy Nunmanji made a tweet. He was like, ahaha, vote who you think the funniest on the Weeb Club. And you know who fucking won? It was me.
No, shut up. What's I won? Look, bitch, there were 79 votes, okay?
I won. The numbers do not lie. Victory for me.
No, look. 79 votes,
Victory
okay? That
for
means
me.
there's 1 vote over
I
it being
win.
completely divisible by 3.
I
If you
win.
Look, that means it's
Shut
26
up.
votes for
Shut
everyone, and
up.
then one person got 27 votes. You got one more vote than everyone else. We all tied, okay? If there was one less vote, you would have lost. If there were 2 more votes,
Shut up.
it would
I
have been
win,
a tie.
you lose.
It's not fair when it's not divisible by 3.
lose.
No, you didn't win by a majority.
I win, you lose.
I hate WattheWut. His brain is so small that it actively makes him think that he's smarter than he is.
You lose.
Also, that means you're expecting Weeb Club fans, people who sit and listen to this podcast every week, to know what humor is.
Well, you got a point there, good sir. Sonoha, Sohara is Best Girl by Dan Videos. Craftsdwarf. When I listened to I just said Seraphic Blue. When I listened to the Sorono Toshimono episode, and you said Sonoha,
I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
that was straight up. You had a mental breakdown. It was.
I know what happened there.
No, it's
called
funny,
Alzheimer's.
Oh.
I don't understand what happened there. Yeah, and you just steadily zoomed in. That was great.
No, the Living Washing Machine also commented, I heard what singing and almost disliked. Which, I don't want to hear that from a man who lives inside a laundromat. Come on. It's kind of
What are you mean to my boy Natty, dude?
It's not...
Natty's giving $100 on PayPal.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't, Vindy, you don't come from a place of, neutrality here.
Nah, dude, I love Daddy. Daddy simps me hard as fuck, dude.
Wow. God. Okay. Speaking
I
of
also like this comment from Dot. It's just, can you guys just shut up?
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Can you shut up,
It's
Vindy?
just-
Thank you.
It's just funny to go onto a podcast to comment.
Okay.
Can you guys just shut up?
This isn't directed at Dot because Dot leaves funny comments, but I do this thing on Twitter. Everybody knows it, where I just I just roast my fucking comments, because here's the thing: nobody who comments on a video has a brain cell. A single one. They just comment and they go, ha, 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 why didn't you say this? And then you say it in the video, like in the first 5 seconds, and they go, how come you didn't say this? Or you'll be like, I don't know, I'll make a video about, oh man, Vindy's a rat. And then someone, like in the first 5 seconds, and someone will comment, why didn't you mention that Vindy is a rat? And I'll be like, I don't fucking know, maybe you should have watched the video. Why don't people who comment watch the video? I don't understand.
You know, I agree that people who comment on YouTube don't have brains, because I look at comment sections and I see this. Like, I see this person in comment sections all the time, so I agree. People who comment don't have brains.
Nymph? Yeah. Nymph? Yeah. Nymph? Yeah.
Well, I didn't even mean
Nymph?
that comment specifically.
Yeah.
I just meant
Nymph?
the account title.
Yeah.
Of the comment.
Nymph?
Shut up.
Yeah. Nymph? Yeah.
Alright, let's just go to the fucking Reddit. There were actual good posts.
The best
on
one
there.
is definitely the Sword no Toshimono Seraphic Blue reference.
That one was pretty funny.
Because I definitely had that thought.
Yeah.
I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Dude, shut up. We've moved on.
Yeah.
I thought this one was funny. I hated it, and I hate Dot for making it.
funny. It's so funny, bro.
It made me laugh so hard.
I must protect the queen. That's the real image. That's where it came from. Do you agree, Craftsdwarf?
Yeah. There's also an Animorphs cover.
Yeah, that was good. The solution. I love how just the book name of the book is just the solution.
See, I think what makes the Reddit fun is that, like, people can make images and post them there.
Yeah, like there's also the Star Wars one, just the...
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum, and it's just the Weeb Club logo.
I agree. We're terrible people.
Like, the fact that, like, people can make pictures is way funnier than just them trying to make unfunny jokes. Because unfunny pictures are at least still, like,
and they take
something.
like even 10 minutes of effort. That's probably more than anyone who's ever left a comment on our
I don't
has
know
ever
what
put
you
in.
mean by unfunny. This image right here of I must protect the queen is pretty funny. It's hilarious, actually. So I don't know what you mean by
Right,
unfunny,
but
sir.
what we mean is that, like, the amount of time that it goes in, even if it's an extra 30 seconds to make this picture, right? That 30 seconds is enough time that, like, you have time to stop, and if it's really bad, you can be like, all right, I'm not doing
So
this.
are you saying that there's passion?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're using these as the end card for this Weeb Club, so that means we have passion.
I have to do that now, motherfucker. Making more work for me.
No, you don't have to.
No, we already have it.
No one has passion in this fucking Weeb Club.
Are you kidding
Unless
me?
they're passionate about anything except for our hate for each other.
And Tower of God, can we move on?
Hey, that was a transition. Play the OP.
Yeah.
You gotta hear Best Girl speak in this episode.
I mean, this was definitely the best episode so far.
There was some legitimate
I know,
good animation,
okay.
actually. I was surprised.
I know. I DM'd Craftsdwarf because Craftsdwarf said when we were watching this, the best that Kino happened this episode, and I thought for like 5 seconds, and I was like, oh. So I messaged him, and he just kind of like said, you'll see, because I assumed that.
Look at this frame!
Yes,
it's so fucking funny!
That's what I meant.
Look at his fucking face! Look
Viewers,
at his face!
you heard it here first. Craftsdwarf said, I
don't know their
abuse women,
names.
it's Kino and funny.
It's the guy. The girl sucks and doesn't matter.
I am
But at least she's the guy
Craftsdwarf.
and he's
Me
great.
think that abuse towards women is funny and
I
hysterical.
think his face is
LOL,
fucking
ha ha
funny.
ha.
Look at that face!
So this one time I saw Craftsdwarf, he was just beating up a defenseless woman in a wheelchair, and then like I was just watching this, I was
Probably his wife.
calling the police, and then Vindy walked by and said poggers, and then just walked away. I was
Pog!
very confused.
I pogged.
This is my only note for the episode is related to this. I don't remember anything else
Yeah,
that
of course
happened.
it would be. I knew it was. It took me 5 seconds to realize. I was like, oh yeah.
Look, it's the best moment of the show.
This
Well,
is the
I
guy
expect,
who's
like
into
they
tummy
actually
punch.
did it, and it was
This is-
funny. And she's like, "How you can't do that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can." And you're about to fucking stab me.
This
Like-
is the guy who's into tummy punch. I realized. So like, I'm a little. So
I know you are.
Quick! Are there any women that get beat up in Berserk?
what do you mean? They get killed all the time.
I found it. I figured it out.
Yeah. By the way, that thing's still open, guys. You still have to guess in the comments what part of Berserk.
Gave me
Craftsdwarf,
an erection, yeah. So I can tell Vindy what it was
Yeah.
when someone guesses it correct.
It's so sad.
Um,
That was my contribution. I don't give a shit about anything else in this episode.
I'm proud of this episode because I legitimately was expecting. I expected them to get through all of the Crown Game this episode. Like, I expected us to be moved on from the Crown Game after this episode. And with where things stand now, there's still more to the Crown Game.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first
so-
episode that has been entirely the one thing. Like, every other
Test,
episode
yeah.
has either started something or finished something, where this is done neither.
I do think that this, like, the one thing I will say already, like just to quickly, because I have to hate this anime. I have to harp on it every
you
time.
don't have to. It just kind of comes with it. It doesn't.
The anime did a little bit of, like, the manhwa goes more into the strategy behind the game and, like, why going out at a certain time is better than another time. Why Kun doesn't go out when Rack wants to. And that's a little bit lost here because, like, they don't... Because, like, something that Tower God does a lot is, like, it goes in-depth into the rules of all the games because, like, what's interesting about Tower of God, I think, is it's almost like Liar Game in a way, but a little bit different because, like, in Liar Game, right, all you have is Akiyama who's trying to, like, break these rules, but in Tower of God, you have people like Kun who like to bend the rules and play the rules to their favor, and then you'll have other people like Rack who just want to fucking muscle through, you know, and just be like, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of everyone and win this test anyways. So they generally go in depth into the rules, and then however it plays out based on the people and it happens. And the Crown Game's kind of the first idea of that, and I don't think that aspect is being shown, but it's fine because they like I thought there was some good animation in the fights. And they showed restraint because, like, the next episode of the Crown Game is when things really happen in it, and they didn't force everything into this episode, which is good.
I can't wait for this power system to actually make sense instead of just...
Who cares?
hit it hard.
Cool
Some
shit
people
happens,
use a
whatever.
Magic a sword.
Well, no. The
Some people splooge out of their hands. It's like, oh.
then if that's what you want, the power system is never really explained. Because the idea is that, like, the people in the tower, like, different people in the tower just have, like, inherent strengths. Some people, it's explained why they're stronger than others. A lot of it just comes down to trying. There is a power system when it comes to, like, the Shinsu that, like, the sleepy guy was using. And that gets explained. But in terms of, like, this person's, like, big and spooky. It's just, like, there's a bunch of races in the tower that can do different things and have, like, kind of supernatural powers inherent to them existing.
Tower of God says dangerous minorities just have more power than others.
Tower of God says Rack runs faster than Kun.
Tower of God says Rack has more fast twitch muscle fibers. Oh no. Those Koreans need to calm down, dude. They're saying some crazy shit.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck are you saying? Speak words.
Of course, Craftsdwarf wouldn't know about the fast twitch muscle fibers.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You ever seen Craftsdwarf? That shit's being held together by, like, string.
Kraus, do you not get the joke?
I don't understand what's
We're
going
making?
on. And I also
It's
didn't
okay,
hear you because
Kraus.
I was screaming.
It's okay, Craftsdwarf. We'll watch Friday or, like, Barbershop later on.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck are those? You fucking Zoomers. Fucking...
We're not even making Zoomer stuff. We're not even making Zoomer jokes. Like, this literally isn't, like, some meme you're not privy to. Oh my god, I'm gonna, like, have a fucking... a hernia.
Man, Craftsdwarf, you are just proving a lot of things right now. I felt my room just get, like, a couple shades lighter when you started talking.
That sounds like a good thing.
Oh my god. I can't believe said if
I was
you're
thinking
not
more of
right, then it's not
look,
right.
well, if you're not sitting in the dark anymore, then that sounds like a good thing.
No. Oh my god.
I thought I was getting canceled, but it turns out not.
Well, you said your room. Like, what are you doing? Sit in the dark? Okay, it's lighter now. Good. I don't...
Oh my god.
What's room turned from Kuro to Ilya?
He turned from Archer to Shiro. Oh my god.
I know when I listen to this, guys, it's still not gonna make any sense. So let's just
Did
move
you really
on.
not get it from what both of us just said?
Well, no, I got it. Well, no, I don't know what originally you guys were talking about.
Craftsdwarf, the same thing. The joke we were making is that
Don't explain the joke. Don't explain the joke. Just let him live in ignorance.
I hope he figures out when he re-listens.
I hope everybody in the comments just comments Craftsdwarf racist hashtag me too or
Don't
some shit.
judge me. All I did was jack off and play Monster Hunter today.
Craftsdwarf likes Fishman Island because it's an arc about racism and he thinks Hody Jones is right. He's like, yeah, that guy's got some good fucking ideas. Yeah, we should oppress other races.
my god, he's
Yeah.
an
Otohime
Twitter-
was living in a fantasy land and Hody Jones lives in the real world.
Craftsdwarf
Yes,
is
sir.
an anti-Twitter account.
Can we
I
move
can't fucking
on
believe it.
to something that makes sense?
Craftsdwarf sees Usopp and goes, why is he black?
Craftsdwarf reads Hajime no Ippo, and he's like, why are the darker skinned people losing to the lighter skins? That's not how it works.
Alright, we can move on now. What are you drinking in your cup there? And don't say Johanna is pissed. Okay.
Did you just
Please
say...
move on. I'm losing my mind.
Alright.
Play the
We still have a
OP
fucking
for
EWB to report after this. what?
Kakushigoto.
Kakushigoto was so Kino this week. I couldn't handle it.
So, I rewatched episode 3 again because I remember last week I was kind of just not feeling it. But then I rewatched it again and I watched the newest episode. And I realized why, specifically, I'm just like... Because I watched, like, Sweetness and Lightning and was, like, immediately, like, fucking absorbed into it. But I was watching Kakushigoto and I pinpointed the exact moments. Every time I liked the show and every time I was just kind of like, eh. Every time I, like... Because, like, when the end of the episode happened, right? And, like, it related back to, like, the mom and shit. I, like, lost it. I was like, shit. No. Or, like, when it was her, like, with the box, right? The 18...
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's the shit where I was like, damn, that hits hard. But then it's, like, the manga shit. I'm like, God, stop.
I think some of the manga stuff, this week,
depends.
a lot of the manga stuff was making me laugh hard.
Yeah,
like
the
the,
editor,
I
with the name.
like the joke about the names, and then he like goes outside and there's a mother calling her son Adam like right away.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. I loved the joke where it's like the assistant's like, "Well, we haven't done a color page since he came," and the other people pull him away, and he's like, "If you want a color page, let's fucking do one."
Like, see, like, that was funny, right? But I feel like there's, like, two entirely different things going on in this
Oh, definitely.
series. And I feel like they don't mix well, and one like aspect is way better than the other one is.
And that's probably because
that's
like
why
literally the point of the show is keeping one of them away from the other. Like, and
Right,
that's
which
just
I think-
supposed to be where the humor
Yeah, I
is.
know
So
that's
it's
the
like,
point, Craftsdwarf. I'm
but
just
no,
saying
but
that's,
it's like, well, yeah, and I mean, I also don't, care. Like, even the serious stuff, like I don't know, I didn't lose it. Like, I was like, oh yeah, that happened. Like,
Well, I every week because I watched yesterday first, and I watched yesterday, and I was like, okay, well, yesterday's probably my favorite show this season, and then this happened, and it's like, okay, well, no, this is my favorite fucking show. Like, it was so sweet, and I couldn't handle it. It was too much for my fucking wretched old fucking cantankerous heart to take, dude.
I can't believe Kakushigoto defies genres and just does whatever the fuck it wants.
Oh, it was so good. And Girl Vosh by Takahashi Rie is so great.
Like,
I love her.
I was watching it again. I was like, wait. Like, it just kind of, it turns into a harem for no reason. And then, like...
See, I think the harem shit's so funny because
that's
it's
one of my other
completely
favorite parts.
unintentional.
Because it's one of my favorite other parts. Because it's like, every time it happens, it's like, They're all so stupid when it happens.
The teacher's like, we're on a date, and he's not
those
even looking
kids.
at her and
No,
talking
the
to her.
the kids are
She's
like, oh no.
What a great day.
No, the kids are like, oh no, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. She lost her mind. Her loved one is gone. It's so sad. I feel bad for the teacher. Her loved one is gone.
It's my favorite. I actually enjoy the show so much. I like the joke as well where he gives himself not a pen name, but he has a different name he uses for the real world, and then his author name and his real name. I thought was like a funny play on like just having pen names. And then when he was trying to get his assistant's pen name, she's like, "I'm not fucking telling you."
I just
it was good as well.
It's probably Tight Kubo. She doesn't want to reveal that she's way better than him.
She doesn't want to reveal how big her fucking dick is.
Whoa! Would you suck?
Dude, I also loved the fucking joke where when he was at the art class and he was trying to draw the thing, she's like, "That looks like a manga," and he just drew fucking Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. It's so funny.
Like, there's funny bits, like when he was like painting, and he's like, "What do you think?" And she goes, "It's my type," and he's like, "What?"
Oh yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, I like the show a lot. It's really, really entertaining, and I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out once it gets to, because there's there's the present day, and once we get to the point where like the two sides of his life actually merge, I think that's when it'll get like really interesting.
If the end of the show gets to like the present of when the girl is, when Hime's like when she's about to open the 18-year-old box, when the show ends, it better hit me real fucking like right stabby in the heart. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to feel pain.
Well, see,
and sadness.
the show's interesting because like I don't want pain and sadness from this show, right? I want like a feel good. I want to be happy. So I enjoy the comedy bits, and then I like the lighthearted, like wholesome bits, right? And like that's what I want from this show, as opposed to like, like if I was gonna pick a show I want to like emotionally devastate me, that would be fucking Yesterday, right? Is what I want to like tear my walls down and make me lay down on the ground and cry for 4 hours.
Speaking of
this show, I just want to make me happy.
Speaking of tear walls down, you think this show's gonna have the rare harem ending?
That'd be so Chadley.
That'd be like goated. Better than Nisekoi, would you say? Yes, I agree. Everybody clap.
Better than We Can't Study?
Well,
Yes, I agree.
that's like saying better than Genocide, right?
Better than Quint's anime original ending?
Based off of source? Couldn't find it.
Well, there's a lot of rumors that turn out to be true.
Yeah, kind of like rumor one, Vindy.
Kind of like Craftsdwarf is racist. Oh.
Well, that's not a rumor. That's verifiable fact.
Started off as a rumor.
He hasn't said anything. I don't know what he's doing.
He hasn't said anything in like 2 years. Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's not MHA with me watching it, but it's definitely MHA. I don't have anything to say. Like,
who's your favorite girl?
Hime.
We're moving on now. We're gonna move on to the next show. Hey.
What show? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Yesterday, I assume?
Yeah, Yesterday wa Utate. Hell yeah. Oh, there's still no opening, and we're wow.
I just don't think. I think the show's too. You know what? This show has so This show has so much passion. They didn't want to take out the minute and a half every week for an opening.
Yeah, so
that's
that's
how
why
much
we're
passion
gonna do
is in the
instead.
show.
We're gonna do the opening. Passion. Yesterday wa Utate has passion. Where's the end card? Passion. Craftsdwarf is a racist. Okay.
If someone was just really curious about hearing someone talk about Yesterday, so just hit the time code and that's what they get. Like, this is their first exposure to Weeb Club, and they're just like, yeah, passion, Craftsdwarf is a racist. Like, what the, excuse me?
No, but if they go back to episode 2, they're gonna get me saying I want to lick Haru's armpits. So, like, there's the trade-off there.
Well, but I think I would hope everyone watching the show wants to do that, right?
I mean, I agree. I do agree. Can she wear the maid outfit too when she does it?
God, she was in a maid outfit. I can't believe Yesterday is like.
I can't believe Doga Kobo said Jesus time and then became like godly.
Yeah, like, because we watch a lot of Doga Kobo shows on here, and we always talk about. It's interesting because every time we watch a Doga Kobo show, we like build this narrative of who Doga Kobo are, And we almost always talk about it in terms of like, okay, well, most of their shows are like these cute girl anime. They're fun. There's like a lot of energy. There's a lot of cute girls and stuff. And this show is like so different. Like even when I go to their Mal and I look at like the shows that I like from them, it's so different from every other show that I've seen from them.
How different is the staff actually? Is what I just wondered. The staff. I'm wondering. Like I'm assuming.
Oh look, the director has done. He did Kimi no. No wait, no. He only directed certain episodes of Kimi no Todake.
Oh shit! Goated?
He did Engaged to the Unidentified, which is a Doga Kobo show. He directed that. It's the director of New Game both seasons. Did some work on SAO. He was an assistant director on Tadakun. Was an episode director for 2 episodes of Wataten. And did animation on Yuri Yuri. I skipped some stuff there. So he's a Doga Kobo
that's what
guy. Is like the director.
I really hope Doga Kobo's like reputation and like the anime community gets like way better because yesterday with Utate, it's kind of like proving that they could literally probably do anything.
The only thing I think we haven't seen from them is, well, I don't know because I haven't seen from them.
Give it to us.
No, I would just say like I haven't seen them do like an action series. You know, it looks like they've done one, but it has a 6.2 on Mal. So, but I would think that they would still be able to do it because like their shows are so good, like visually and they have in cards, so there's a lot of passion put into it.
Okay, but like I like this episode because like a lot like yesterday with Utate is like interesting because it's very much doing something that a lot like at least I've seen other shows attempt, but not in this way where it's like it's talking about that aspect of like it's like if you just keep running away from things, you're never gonna get it resolved. And like this entire episode is like Haru trying to get with our main character, and she's like, I'm gonna just keep running away. I'm gonna keep push people away.
Yeah.
And the scene where it all caps off, though, I'll hold off on that, but I want to hear what you want to say, Vindy.
Oh, I was just saying, well, yeah, because it's interesting because, like, everyone's like, she's running away from him, but he's running away from her as well, and he's also running away from, like, he's running away from Haru and Shinako, and it's like, very clearly this idea of, like, being tied to the past, and, like, not... And, like, what I love about fucking Rikuo is the way he's, like... Well, I just really like his character, and the way he's just kind of, like, stuck in his kind of rut of not really wanting to ever achieve anything. But, like, you can even see that ties into his love life, right? He doesn't want to achieve anything in any aspect of his life, you know? He has photography, doesn't really care. Even though he thinks of it as a hobby, he doesn't want to pursue that. He doesn't really want to pursue Shinako like he says he does. But even when he goes to confess to her, he's only confessing to her for himself, right? He's confessing so that he can think of it as being done and as part of his life behind him so that he can stagnate even more. But then what's interesting, I think, is you have Kinoshita, who's the guy at the other guy at the general store, who is someone that's pursuing his music career, right? And he even mentions, like, we're the same, but they're not really, because Kinoshita is constantly pursuing this career in music, and he's telling Rikuo to go out and go after Haru or go after Shinako, do something. And he's someone who's living his life and trying to push forwards in a way that Rikuo isn't. And I think that that's, like, really cool to see, like, the dynamic there.
Well, what cool I was that you see... Oh, go ahead, Craftsdwarf.
Okay. Hey, I can say something cool.
No.
Because what I was noticing is how, like, Haru was saying, like, she's like, oh, love is just, it doesn't matter, it's not real. And she was saying, like, how she didn't have any expectations for Rikuo. She was just, like, going, like, she doesn't really have a reason to even love him, but then when she got stood up, she was, like, actually hurt by it, and then he did prove to be more than what she nothing, literally nothing, because, yeah, he was just late, and so, she's ends the episode, being better, basically. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm curious as to see how that'll shake up going forward, because, is he going to reciprocate by being more, because she's... we talked about, like, the crow and trash thing a while ago, and now, yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, what I find interesting is that, like, it's not really just Rikuo, right? Because we see all these other characters, from his perspective, all of them are doing things more than what he's doing. But like as we know, Shinako is also just running away. She's like stagnating, and she's just like even cutting her hair in her like fake attempts to change is just not real. She's still holding on to still running away from her, like, you know, from any like from moving on. And then we have Haru, right, who also has like emotional hangups, but like keeps running away from any. She like even says that she's like, I keep people at a distance so that I can always have room to run away. And the scene that was really good was at the end of the episode, because like she's on the bike and he like runs to her, and like she like looks at the light, and then the light's red, and then that's when she realizes that she can't run away, and then she just says to him who she is, and she's like, she said like, I'm gonna like, I was gonna run away, but now I'm gonna try for real. That was good.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. There's a lot of stuff in here that I think is like super super good. And I think what's interesting is like, you know, I want to mention this before people think we are retarded, or because I think it's something that nobody ever mentions. Like retarded. Right, but I mean legitimately, it's like obviously when we talk about the show and we talk about the writing, that goes to the mangaka, but like Doga Kobo are doing a great job with this adaptation. Like visually it looks great. I think like episode to episode, like what happens is paced well, and something that like I think matters a lot for an adaptation like this, where it's adapting the source material kind of all in one go, is that you want your episodes to kind of have like a solid, like you want them to be an episode, right? And have like a beginning, middle, and end to them as like individual episodes and be paced out well. And like this episode had that. And something that we haven't mentioned yet for the show that I really like is the fucking music in the show. I think is actually like really good. And adds to a lot of scenes.
Yeah, I was gonna. Something interesting I mentioned is it's on Mal. I don't know how official it is, but it's going to be 18 episodes long, and that is a really unusual length for any TV anime because they're usually so stuck to the core system. You know, the core 13 to so they're usually going to be like 10 to 11 to at least to like 26 or 27 at most. And this is like somewhere in the middle, which is kind of, I mean, obviously, like, you know, anime productions, you know, going forward is in a kind of state of unknown note because of coronavirus shit. But yeah, that's kind of interesting that they're doing such a weirdly specific, you know, episode count. So I imagine that they have the show like planned out well enough that, you know, they know what they're doing. Right. If they're going to make it 18 episodes of all things, you know.
Right. Instead of like stretching it one way or the other to fit into 18 or 25 and make it too long or too short, they decided 18 is what we need to make the perfect anime for this. Because this is apparently like a popular manga that people like a lot that's just now getting adapted. So they're like, okay, if we're going to do that, we're going to do it correctly, right? We're going to have, this is our episode length. We're going to fit the episodes the best way to make it like the best anime possible. And I really like that. Like I respect the fuck out of that.
There's a lot of passion put into this.
Well, but it's interesting because they also have their other shows, so I wonder if they can Doga Kobo only get away with that because they have that fishing show. I think it's a fishing show this season that they have coming out.
Yeah, no,
right?
No, the Cute Girls Fishing. I forget what it's called, but it's Doga Kobo's other show this season. That more
which I almost wish we were watching because I've seen some clips from it and they look fucking great. But
God, how can like visually great or like funny great or like what specific?
Both.
Oh, that's okay. Because like I was gonna, how the fuck are they doing like two well-produced shows at the exact same time? Like Toei is doing like a bunch of shit, and so that of course they can't, you know, keep it together. But they're also a really big studio. But this is like a smaller studio doing two great looking shows. Like KyoAni doesn't do like they do like what maybe 2 shows a year, if that, and that's pretty like rare, right. You know.
Yeah, I've seen from the fishing show like. I mean, the best thing I could describe it to is it looks close to, like, Love Lab, where it's, like, it's well animated. It's, like, this kind of fast-paced, fun comedy where the girls are cute and, like, the style's changing all the time, you know, for jokes and stuff, so.
Well, here's what I think. Like, this is just my speculation, because this is going to become related later, because there's another EWB coming out this Wednesday about a video that makes a bold proclamation that the only show that ever has passion ever is Eizouken because it has end cards. But, like, something I was thinking about, and you learn this when you, like, research and put it, like, when you, like, look into, like, the productions of certain, even, like, different directors or even different studios, is that, like, I think Doga Kobo, they consistently put out a lot of high-quality, like, fairly popular shows every single season. Like, every single season they put out a show, and that show gets a lot of attention. And, like, they're probably really, like, marketable. Like, there are shows that they put out really marketable and they make a lot. So that enables them, that frees them up to be able to do more like creative things within hire more consistent, like they have like staff, like more consistent staff that like produces the shows tighter and stuff like that. Gives them more like consistent quality and look where it's not like A1 where they do so much that they just kind of like throw it all to the wind because they kind of have to in order to produce like one or two like really more higher quality produced shows. Like I think Udoga Kobo like has kind of like more consistently like good shows that they put out every year. So I think that frees them up to do like things like this. Mm-hmm. And that's just kind of the reality of it, of like the industry, which is funny because it's like I would think that the reason why they're able to do things like this is because they already have like the marketability and stuff like that.
Right.
No, but it's not it should be less marketable. All things should be niche.
Well, I think that like it's interesting with Doga Kobo because even though you can say, well, and I'm not saying that you're saying it in this kind of way, but you could say like, oh well, they're doing like the marketable cute girl stuff. Their stuff still is like I feel like even their worst shows, which I mean we haven't seen like the real terrible Doga Kobo shows, but especially in the last like 4 years, it feels like. Even like their worst shows, right? Like I'd probably say of all the Doga Kobo I've seen, Umaru's probably the worst. And I would still give Umaru like a 6 out of 10. And the only problem with Umaru is that like she's annoying as shit, right? Which is the point. It's just hard to watch a series where the character like makes you want to shoot your fucking brains out.
No, but like the quality of production is so consistently that's what I'm saying. Is that like. And they do so much of it, and the shows that they make are so like are fairly popular consistently.
Yeah,
that they're able to get this like trust is what I mean.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying is that like I feel like since 2015 probably, almost every Doga Kobo show that's come out has just been like a banger.
Yeah, like they produce like one big thing every single one that gets like attention of like all the community every single year. It's interesting.
Yeah, you can literally look right. Like last year they had Dumbbell. They had New Game and Gabriel Draw. Like there's always a show that they make that people care about, and it's insane.
No, because it bothers me because like people will throw the shows that Doga Kobo makes under the cute girls that they just do for the marketing. I'm like, you suck my ass, dude. You didn't even. A lot of people say that haven't even watched these fucking shows, and they're good.
The thing that bothers me, I think, more than anything is I just feel like Doga Kobo is slept on super hard. Like. Not in the sense that, like, people watch their shows or they don't... I feel like I don't hear a lot of Doga Kobo hate, but I feel like I never hear anyone say that, like, they're one of their favorite studios, even though you can look through and, like, they have a bunch of, like, someone's favorite shows, and it's just... I feel like they're slept on super hard when they're probably the most consistent studio currently making anime, I would say.
You want to know why that is, Vindy? I can tell you why that is, and it's a really shitty mindset that I have a problem with. It's because it's like they go, Unga Munga, the classics. They haven't made the classics yet.
Yeah, but like the problem is, like, look at the studios who make the classics, right? Like who are some studios that like Madhouse?
Madhouse
has some fucking terrible goddamn anime.
When is the last time Madhouse made a goated show? I'll wait. I'll fucking wait.
Let me look.
I'm gonna go to think about that.
We're gonna look. How do I sort on by...
There's Bones, and everybody complains about Bones now because Unga Bunga My Hero Academia had the clouds. Like, it's just...
Madhouse did Chihaya Furu. Don't people love that?
Yeah, Chihaya-Furu's great.
Yeah. They did fucking Tonagawa in 2018. That's their last great show.
It.
Fucking Riri. They did fucking... Madhouse did Sorayori. What? So... There's a show that you love that they did recently.
Very sad.
Like, I'm not gonna say that Madhouse are great because Madhouse have some stinkers.
No,
but if you're gonna sit here and act like Madhouse don't have like good shows still consistently come out, you'd be wrong.
Well, consistently come out.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing though. It's like the last one I can think of is Sorayori, and even if it's a favorite,
Tonagawa.
I forget that it's like a. I still forget that it's a Madhouse production sometimes.
We just told you two that have come out since fucking.
Chihaya Furu, and
I mean, I still agree with you. Like the Madhouse is overrated. I think a lot of these studios are.
I mean, the studio I was thinking of was Shaft, but that's because like 3.
But Shaft made Magia Record.
Oh yeah, that was a stinker. That's
Everybody
true.
clap.
Not that it was their fault. I mean, they just chose to adapt it, and the gacha didn't have. I don't know what the fuck happened there. That's the mistake, the real mistake.
Well,
because I think worse. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are studios that have made shows that I love, but I don't think there's any studio that...
No.
Because I can look through, even Shaft, when you look recently, they have fucking Magia Record or Fate Extra, right? And, almost every studio I can look at, their recent anime, and there's, like, stinkers. And then when I go to Dogokobo, again, I think the worst Dogokobo show I've seen is Umaru, which I still like. There's Wataten, Dumbbell, Koister Asteroid, like, all shows that I, like, legitimately like, so.
You know what Koister Asteroid had? End cards.
Yuri?
No, it didn't.
It means it was made with passion.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
Maybe we should move on to the actual gayest show we've talked about on the Weeb Club.
Yeah. This show is so gay.
Anyway, play the OP.
This 9-year-old girl is so
now
horny.
they're
I
15s,
don't
dude.
understand.
I fucking love how every time she talks to Sophia is like, wow, you're so pretty. Can I touch your hair? Like,
Well, she's 15 at the end of the episode, but when she was at her horniest was...
What are you talking about? Like, in the present, they have, like, when you see Sophia, she's like, Katerina, I was reading this book between two girls that were basically about to fuck. It was so hot. And Katerina's like, haha, hey, man, hey.
Yeah, but what I'm
nice.
saying is, I was saying Katarina's the horny one, and she was like... I just love the joke.
I don't even
that,
know
like,
if that... Well, because like, when they were kids, yeah, but now that they're adults, she's like... she seems oblivious.
She's an idiot.
Because Mary's like, I learned the boy parts, so I could dance with you. And she's like, neat. And like, she doesn't even register.
Did I say something in it? Where did I said something about the episode I was watching. I think it might have been in here.
Well, I'm actually working on a short little video about it, just because I wanted to test out my ability to make
No. I think what I said was... Oh, did I not say something? Oh, I said, God, the MC in Hamafura is a retard. Because, like, I loved that moment where she's surrounded by, like, 7 people that all want to jump her bones, 2 of them being women. And she's like, man, I hope I keep my friends when I enroll at this Magic Academy. I hope they don't leave me. No. And every single one of them is like, I want to fuck you so bad that it hurts me.
No, like,
and she's like, I hope they don't hate me.
What was it? Like Giorgio like kissed her, or no, or who someone, or was maybe
Giorgio kissed her on the.
And then Keith comes in and like rushes it off. And he's like,
Wait.
no, this didn't happen. This wasn't real.
On. We're not moving.
He's like,
on.
that was a bug bite.
Did you say Giorgio? What is it with you and James?
I don't know. I'm not trying.
It's Giorgio.
No, it's Giorgio now.
It's Giorgio now. You're right. That entire sequence of events was hilarious because like Giorgio, like he basically says the equivalent of. And I guess I was watching my older sister, and she was laughing her ass off at that part because, like, the way he was like, when he said that line, he's like, "You're so defenseless. I could take you at any moment." And Katarina's like, "Yeah, sweet, dude." And my sister was like, "Holy shit, he's gonna rape her."
that line totally had that kind of sense to it. Katarina didn't give a she didn't notice at all.
What's funny is my favorite part is that like she's still super horny for all of them, but is such an idiot that she doesn't realize they feel the same way about her. Right? Like she sees all of them as like, oh my god, they're so attractive. But she doesn't realize that like they all want to jump her bones. It's so
it's so funny because like here's the thing, right? It's like because the only one who like isn't like obvious about it is Alan, who's just because there's that one part right where like when they're kids and Alan's like, haha, Katarina said this, and then Jordan's like, bro, you know she's my fiance, right? And Alan's like, yeah, what do you mean? I don't get it. And Jordan's like,
well, he's literally talking about, like, I can't wait till I can make you my wife and have sex with you. And she's like, yeah, if you don't want to marry me, you could just leave me at any time. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't want to get killed, bro. It's fine, dude.
And he's like, I can't wait to marry you. I love you so much. And she's like, yeah, you don't have to.
He's
you know,
like,
if you find someone else.
He's like, I will rip off your clothes right now. And she's like, sweet, dude. I was feeling like a change anyway. He's like, God damn it, you're so stupid. And then the brother's like, dude, don't go near him. Don't go near him. Don't go near him. He wipes off the part of her neck, and he's like, don't be alone with him at any time.
Yeah. And then he's like, a bug bit you. And then the next one's like, why is your neck red? She's like, oh, a bug bit me. Like,
he's just like,
huh. So fucking stupid.
And then like the silent dude's just like, yeah, I have a girl I like. I can't be with her though, but I hope all the happiness for her. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you're a nice guy, man. I hope she sounds like a lucky girl. And he's like, yeah, she is.
The worst part about that one is that she should know because she's played the game. Like,
Well,
come on. No, she didn't do that route. That's right.
Yeah,
Never
she didn't
mind.
know do that route. Yeah. Here's what's funny, because I mentioned this in my videos. Like, what's great about this is that, like, usually if you knew that you will, like, every single event that she changes is not of her own, like, conscious doing. It's because she, like, legit is just so stupid that she just does whatever the hell she wants. Like, everything that she changes is, like, entirely on accident. She's just kind of like, haha, it'd be fun. I just feel like doing this right now, right?
Well, that's
Or, like,
no,
things that she just kind of emotionally does. Like, nothing she does is planned.
Well, because what I think is interesting about it, because like the original game, like you're Maria, you come in and like you encounter all these lonely people, and basically in that route you accept them, and they fall in love with her, and then the player, and she's unconsciously done that. She's accepted all of these people exactly as they are, and now they want to bang her. Except so like I also kind of notice is like how I might frame it is like. She's focused it so much on not dying in this world. She's not focused about living in this world, and so like
Right.
So which is why she like see everything's I imagine everything's gonna go wrong either because of Maria somehow or because she's the harem protagonist and everyone like so now this like whole aristocracy of like backstabbing plots is gonna be centered around her instead of caused by her. And like,
yeah. What's interesting is now the girl who is supposed to be the main character of the Otome game is now the rival, and she's the main character, and that's so funny because like now there's a flip on it, and it'd be funny to see if like it goes the route towards the end where the way that it ends up playing out is that the route that she was worried about happening to her happens to the other girl. You know.
Here's the thing though, is that like. All this interesting things that we keep thinking about, all these things that got us hooked, this is even before the game has started. And that's what's crazy. We haven't even seen the Maria yet.
We basically just finished like the prologue, right?
It's
what if,
oh
my god, what if Maria is another person who knows what the Otome game is?
We've talked. What if Maria's her friend?
Well, no, in the OP, there's the two girls and one of them is the Katarina from the original world. So, that's right. This episode brought up that friend, and I don't know if it's a spoil, like, because what you brought up to me, and I was like, yeah, that would make sense. Where Maria's also from the regular world, and Yuri end hopefully.
Could you imagine how goated this series would be if it did the legendary harem end though? Everybody bangs. I would clap. I would. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Like,
although I will say, there is like because Giordo. Okay, thank you.
Giorno.
Yeah, well, because like I forgot to mention because he's the only one who I don't think has been accepted because like he's still like this kind of sadist, like sneaky.
She's like rejecting him still.
Yeah, and well, yeah, because probably because he's not upfront about it. Where like all the other characters have had these issues, and he's like kind of he is a snake, which I guess was why he's afraid of them. So like she can't. She's too
Is that why I don't like people?
Yeah, so like she can't like address or accept that issue because it's hidden basically. So far he's like the only kind of like unresolved one. So to speak, which is also why he's probably the most dangerous because he's like, wow, I can't wait to get you alone, and it's like and she's just like, yeah, cool. It's like, okay.
There's some other stuff. Sorry, actually, you continue on because I was going to go off on another tangent.
Yeah, I was like, look, this man, like, here's what's funny. Craftsdwarf said, it's hidden. I'm like, what do you mean? The man literally almost said that, just dead ass, he's just gonna take her into her room, lock the door so she can't run away, and she was just kind of like, nice, dude, epic, thumbs up all the way. What is? She's so stupid. I'm like, what the fuck? That line happened, and I was like, and he kissed her on the neck, and I was like, stop.
What is with things with girls and rape? Every time. Every time.
Whoa. Craftsdwarf going on about how every josei has rape in it.
No, it's not everyone.
Katarina.
Every single one.
Chafu doesn't.
All of them. Just like every shonen, just like every shonen is the same generic thing.
Yeah, it's
with no
junk
passion,
food.
with no passion. It's junk food.
Katarina,
Every
when she
shoujo
hears
or
the
josei
word
has
rape.
sexual assault in it. Shut up, okay? So I was gonna say that there was some we've only been talking about like the second half of this episode, and the first half had some of the funniest shit when she's like reading these romance novels. She's like, "Why does nobody like romance novels?" And then she's like, "Oh, I need a friend to talk about my romance novels with, just like I needed friends I could talk about my games and manga with." And I was like, I respect that shit. Yes, ma'am. That is how it fucking goes. You just need and then they were like reading a book together, and I have never in my life been like, "Hey, come here, let's read this fucking manga together. Like, let's open it and try to read it at the same time." Like, what? Hello? That's not how that works.
No.
I mean, well,
People have different rates of reading. It doesn't work.
Right, and they're like sitting there reacting at the same time to the thing on the book page. Like, how are you doing that? Like, hello?
they're connected, you see. Oh. You see Sophia in the future? I'm down. What? What?
Have you seen Mary's Vadonks?
I was gonna say, ooh, I think Big Girl's the best one. Hello?
No, they both.
They,
got
like, went to,
Vadonks,
like-
yeah.
They, like, went to, like,
in the OP, they're
15-year-old
not as
her.
pronounced, so I didn't notice as much.
They like went to 15-year-old her. I was like, oh my god, that's not 15-year-old fucking badonks there. Like, hello?
Uh-oh.
Those are fucking massive. It's like when people try to tell you certain poker girls are 11. And it's like, okay, dude. Yeah, Rose is 11. Okay.
We're running into some really scary territory, guys. I don't know if I want to be here, actually. I'm gonna just back up. Beep.
Anyway, it sounds like we have nothing else to say except be horny.
There's a little more than just horny Craftsdwarf. There was a lot of things that I feel like I'm gonna be on a watch list after this episode, just by being near you two. It's kind of scary.
What do you mean? Craftsdwarf's the racist one.
And you,
Is that why it's my favorite show? Because all the characters have the same skin color.
So
Oh my
it's time
god,
to
you
end the
said that,
episode,
not
guys.
me.
It's time to
You
end the
said
episode.
that, not
Thank
me.
you guys for watching another episode of the Weeb Club. I'm WattheWut. I'm gonna go enter the witness protection program now. See you guys.
Yeah, bye.
Oh god, I hate how this has become a thing now. God damn it. It's my fault for rolling with it. Anyway, bye.